What is up, everybody? This is Old School from White Box Gaming, and today I'm giving you an exclusive look at the Ant Farms Gold Edition. This is the new version. We're relaunching, rebooting this game. We're completely revamping the entire game. We released this game originally about 10 years ago. So today, or for the past few months, we've actually been updating the game and just really highlighting a lot of things that didn't work, 10 years ago, and some things that were just simply not possible 10 years ago are now actually possible due to technology advances. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let's take a look at some changes here. First thing you're going to notice up here, we have the navigation with the little ant logo up here telling you where you're at. Right now, we're at the Ant Farm store. So, what's at the Ant Farm store? Right at the top, we have the Ant Coins. Ant Coins are exclusive currency to Ant Farms only. This will work when all the Ant Farms franchise games. Copper Coins, this is like currency for all white box gaming games. This is like your generic currency that you can spend in any game, or at least in any of the newer games going forward. And you can also convert those coins down here, these copper coins, to ant coins. We'll go over that in just a second. And then finally, we have our white box gaming premium currency, the WBG coins. These are the coins that you spend real money in our PayPal to exchange for our in-game currency. They're pretty reasonably priced. We'll go over the pricing as well, uh, but it's not too bad. You can use the WBG coins to buy your more premium items. You can also use them to buy other video games such as the product keys and things like that. We can go over that more in just a minute as well. But WBG coins can also be collected by just simply playing the game as well, so you don't have to actually pay or spend real money to get WBG coins. It's just very hard to collect enough coins. You have to play a lot to get enough coins to buy another game or something for free. But it is possible. So just keep that in mind that you don't have to spend real money. Alright, so as I was saying earlier, we have the ant coins, the copper coins, and the WBG coins, and then we have the ant lotteries. I'm going to start with the WBG coins and kind of work my way to the left just for a minute, and it'll make sense in just a second. So, starting with the white box gaming coins, we have some options. So we're going to start with the 99 cents. So this is going to tell you, eventually there'll be a pop-up that'll tell you what you get for 99 cents. I believe it's like 100 coins. Next is the $1.99 package. Again, I can't remember. I think it's maybe 199 coins that you get. Possibility. Oh, here we go. I forgot I added this in here. Yeah, you get 250 coins for $1.99. Let's go back to this one, see what this one says. 100 coins for 99 cents. It's not bad. Thought I had this functionality in there. Alright, silver coins pack. You get 500 coins, or I'm sorry, 600 coins for $4.99. It's not bad. For $9.99, you get 1,500 WBG coins. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty fair price. $19.99, you get 3,500 coins. That's a lot of coins. And then for 30 bucks, basically, you get 6,000 coins. Again, a lot of coins. I can't imagine what you would spend 6,000 coins on, but nevertheless, it's there for $29.99. It's an option. Or at least it will be an option. Potentially. Keep in mind, all this is still in development, so the screen may or may not look like this upon actual final production and release. Things happen, but this is what we're hoping for. Alright, so why am I talking about WBG coins? First, because you can take your WBG coins and you can convert them to copper coins. So I have 99. Let's see what we get for one WBG coin. For one WBG coin, I can convert that and get 1,000 copper coins. So let's just take a quick look and see what that looks like. Boom. Now I got 1,099 copper coins. Awesome. And it only cost me one white box gaming coin, which is about a penny. That's a pretty good exchange. Now I can convert my copper coins to ant coins. What's that look like? 10 per copper. Pretty good exchange. Considering you can find copper coins really commonly, that means you can make yourself a lot of ant coins. Look at there, I just made myself 100 ant coins for the price of 10 copper coins. Not bad. Converted. Boom, done. Now, you have premium items in the ant shop. You'll know what an item costs because it'll have the icon. This is the WBG Coins. This is a premium currency. So when you want to buy a lottery ticket, basically gamble, it costs you one White Box Gaming coin. That's gambling. So I want to buy some coins. Or I want to buy some lottery tickets, I'm sorry. I'm going to buy 5 tickets just to show you how the lottery system works. Boom. Bought 5 tickets. I'm going to play a little scratcher here. Nothing. I'm going to retry another scratcher. Reset it. See if I can get lucky. The odds are not in my favor. I've never lucky at this game. This is why I don't gamble in real life. Almost. Oh. Almost. Last one. Oh. Ate it. Alright, so as you can see, the odds are not in your favor. It's gambling. Like, the odds are clearly not in my favor. Maybe you're a lucky person. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of ways to win, but there's a lot more ways to lose. Obviously, it's like a regular lottery. The odds are not in your favor, and that's why I don't gamble, but maybe you're a gambling type person. It's an option. It's a fun little lottery system. You know, if you have some extra coins that you want to waste, you know, you can buy some lottery tickets. Cool. So, let's go to what everybody probably is dying to know. This is the military tab. I will start from the left and work my way to the right. So, in ant farms, basically you're going to need to upgrade your military. And this is how you're going to do it. Unlike other games that require like upgrading over time, like through a skill system or a level system or whatever, this is doing it a little bit differently. Now, I'm going to explain what's planned, and then I'm going to explain this screen, how it currently works. So what is planned is there going to be 2 different game modes. There's going to be a story mode where you will gradually update your ants, or you can come into the shop and automatically upgrade them and max the characters out. And then there's going to be what we call sandbox mode. Sandbox mode is different than story mode because story mode will gradually update your characters and it won't cost you any coins at all hardly to do anything because it's going in a storyline, it's a set storyline. It's basically showing you how to play the game and it's walking you through how to do everything. So that's story mode. The problem is on story mode though is that PvP is disabled. And some of the multiplayer feature options are disabled because it's story mode. It's designed to be a single player game mode. Sandbox, completely different. Sandbox does not have any story dialogue, unlike story mode, and Sandbox is completely open. And this is how you're going to upgrade your character. So your ants start out as 1 inch tall. And this is kind of like your base stats. So if you hover over, it costs 99 coins to upgrade to level 1. And as you notice, my attack power went up, my health went up, my mana went up. You know, all these things went up. Now you also notice that my attack power seems pretty high. Well, that's because it's giving me the overall attack power and my health and my mana for my entire military. Not just one ant, but the entire military. And I believe I have like 100 ants currently. So that's something to consider as well. This will give you your real attack power and not You don't have to multiply it by like how many ever ants you have. This is like your overall attack power for your ants. Now, you're only 1 inch tall, still, unfortunately. But I just upgraded, now I'm 2 inches tall. So now I'm a little bit stronger. Your height also does affect your attack power, it affects your health, it affects your mana, and it also affects your defense and your consumption of food and ant space and other things. Obviously, the bigger you are, the stronger you are, but the bigger you are, the more food you consume, the more space you consume, et cetera, et cetera. So those are things to keep in mind, and it's a balancing act. So keep that in mind. So that is your military ants and how you upgrade them. Like I said, you just hover over, see what it costs, and if you have the coins, which I don't, you can upgrade. Next is your weapon upgrade. Again, just like the military ants, upgrade it with coins, upgrade it over time. That's how you're going to upgrade your base level for your weapons. Now, I say base level because there's actually a bonus value that you can get as well for all these attributes. Just by simply playing the game, you can get bonus mana, you can get bonus attack power, you can get bonus defensive power, you can get magic protection. You can get all these things that are extra attributes that contribute beyond your level. So it's not just your base level that's going to help upgrade your ant. By simply playing the game, you'll gain extra points too. So keep that in mind as well. Now, your levels cap out at 99, but your bonus is unlimited. So the longer you play the game, the more you can upgrade your characters over time. So keep that in mind as well. Armor works the same way as the weapon upgrade. The higher the level, the higher your defense. Now, this is important as well, though. This is physical damage, and this is physical defensive. Okay? So there is the physical, and then there's magic when it comes to combat. So keep that in mind. Magic ignores physical defense, and physical damage ignores magic protection. So keep that in mind. They're completely separate defensive strategies. So depending on how you want to build your character, is going to determine your weakness and your strength. Or you can try to balance it. That's always an option too. The last thing I want to show you guys is taunt. Taunt is a special attribute that you have. This is optional. You don't have to have it. So in battle, you have this thing called taunting. Taunting is psychological warfare. It's been around for thousands of years. Greeks, Romans, if anybody who's ever watched that movie 300, whatever, the idea behind taunting is that you are going to weaken your opponent in a battle by taunting them. You can weaken them, by lowering their damage, you can lower their attack power, you can even damage them slightly by taunting them. And you get to taunt them once per round because it's turn-based combat. And then you can increase your effectiveness of taunting up to level 10. I believe 10 is the cap. So the higher your taunting value, the more effective it is. Now, this is an optional and it costs premium currency. So keep that in mind. However, it will also give you an attack boost and a magic power boost and a health boost. So these are the three attributes that it does affect, and you will see those go up. So it will give you a little bit of a boost, but again, you can only go up 10 levels, so it's not like it's going to make you God or something. So we did try to keep that balanced. So this is your military. This is your military as far as physical military goes. Here's your magic. We talked about that. Magic is just like the physical attack, except it's magic. So, your magic power, obviously, the higher your magic power, the stronger your magic is going to be, the stronger your spellcasts are going to be, the more damage they're going to do. Hooray. So that's magic. Spellbook is a little bit different. The higher your spellbook level, the more spells you have access to in your spell book, if that makes sense. And it even tells you what level your spell book is at, which right now mine's at apprentice level, and it costs 99 coins to upgrade the spell book. I don't have enough coins, so I can't upgrade. So again, the higher the spell book level, obviously the better spells you're going to have access to, the stronger they're going to be. Herbalism enhances your spell damage, but it will be used more for healing more so than damaging. It does enhance your magic power, but it's mostly designed for healing and that nature. That's predominantly where herbalism is going to come in. And it's also going to increase the effect of item use. So if you want to use items and don't want to rely strictly on magic, you can still upgrade your herbalism skill and get more use out of your items, get a higher dosage or a better effect from items. Last but not least is casting. Again, not required. Very helpful, not required. Leveling this all the way up to 10 will get you to a 90% casting rate success rate. Currently, right now, I have a 10% chance to cast magic spells. That means that 90% of the time when I try to cast a spell, currently, I will fail. Now, this will raise over time. Herbalism, your spell book, and your magic will slowly raise casting. So you can get there, and again, there's a bonus attribute for casting as well. So you can increase it over time slowly to 90% without using up your white box gaming coins. But if you don't want to wait, you can come in here and you can just bump that up and you're there. And again, it does increase your mana and it also increases your magic power as well when you use this premium option. So that's something to keep in mind. Farming. This is actually really important stuff because every day your ants consume food. It's really important that you manage your ants and you balance out your colony. You can't just have a bunch of war mongrel ants. You know, a military basically lives and breeds on its stomach. So you need to have food. You need to have supplies. So that's where foraging ants are really important. So right now your food production is 0, which that is technically wrong. That's probably a bug. I can fix that, whatever. Because you have to have some kind of food production. So I will have to probably fix that. But whatever. The calculation's wrong. Anyway, the more you raise this, the more accurate the calculation is going to be. Again, I'll fix that. The more food you'll produce is what I'm trying to say. And then you can upgrade your farm. The bigger your farm, the more you're going to be able to produce as well because your foraging ants are only going to be able to do so much by upgrading them. So you have a farm as well, upgrade that, more food you produce, and then same with tools. The more you upgrade your tools for your farm, the more you're going to be able to produce food as well. And then weather upgrade, this basically allows you to produce even more food. What this is saying is that you can have more accurate forecasting for weather and you can have better control of the weather for your irrigation and your windmills and you're going to be just a little bit more productive. So you can produce more food. So that's what the weather upgrade is for. All right, moving on to mining. This one's really important if you want to get into crafting. There is a crafting system, FYI. But your tunnel digging ants, every ant takes up space. As we talked about the size of your ant, the bigger they are, the more space they take up. So these guys are going to actually create space for your ants to live. And they also consume food. The bigger they are, the more food they consume. So keep that in mind. Now they will always only consume one ant, just like the farming ants will only consume one ant. Military ants will consume more than one ant. I don't remember off the top of my head what the ratio is, but it is like 3 or 5. I don't know. I think it depends on the size of the ant. So that's something to consider as well. When you're building military ants, they do consume a lot more new ants. So these guys are important though. You want to upgrade them because they will give you all kinds of mining resources. So with the mining upgrade, what you get here by upgrading your mine is you get more mining carts. More mining carts means more types of ores. So you're going to get dirt, which dirt you can use to turn into clay, or you can wash it out and 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 possibly find some ore inside your dirt. That's a system that we have yet to work on, but that's the idea behind the mining upgrade is that you can collect more dirt and then you'll run it through the washer and you'll wash out the rock and you might either find ore or it'll just turn to clay or it'll be nothing. So this will help you get more dirt though per turn. The tool upgrade also helps you get more more dirt, but more importantly, it helps you build more ant farm space. So you can build space faster for your ants so you don't run out of space as quickly. So that's what the tool upgrade, the primary objective behind the tool is. The tool also helps you find gems, or more likely to find gems. So it does help a little bit with that, it gives you a little bit of a boost. And so does the mining upgrade as well. But the big upgrade for finding gems is the gem upgrade. This will produce a gem every turn. It'll produce X amount of gems. And it costs money, of course, because gems are a premium item. So, this is the gem upgrade. It also apparently affects your ant farm space as well. So, you sacrifice some space every turn and ants in exchange to get gems. So, keep that in mind. Again, it's a balancing act. This goes up to level 10. That's where it caps out at. The rest of these always cap out at 99. This is your nurse ants. These are the ones who are responsible for producing new baby ants every new day or every new turn. So the higher you upgrade your nurse ants, the more new ants you can create, the more workers you can create, the bigger military you can create, etc., etc. I recommend that you invest in your nurse ants just because you can grow your colony very quickly in a short period of time. The more you invest in your ants, in your nurse ants, as long as you find the good formula to balance out your ant farm, you can grow really quickly by upgrading your nurse ant. Some extra upgrades that you have here, you have the cradle, which again gives you more new ants. Same with the baby bottles, it gives you more new ants. And also with the baby bottles, I believe they also increase the base health of your ants. So that's also a nice little feature as well. So keep that in mind that these upgrades will also improve your base ants. Finally, we have the magic blankets. Magic blankets actually do quite a bit. Again, it's a premium item. The magic blankets will increase your mana, your magic power, and your attack power for your ants overall. So the more blankets you have, the ants being born will have more mana, they'll have more magic power, and they'll have a higher attack power. So again, caps out at level 10. It's just a little boost, but you may need that little boost in a PvP combat situation. So keep that in mind. Next thing, this is where it might get a little bit confusing. These are skills. We're going to have a skill system in the game. Certain items are going to require certain skills to be unlocked in order to use them, and then certain skills require other skills in order to use them. So let's start with night vision. This is going to be one that you're definitely going to want to buy. So night vision requires navigation. So navigation requires nothing. Now how did I know that? Because I'm looking at the pop-up box on the bottom left-hand side where it says requires navigation. Now, what does night vision do? Well, when you're in fight, when you're in a PvP situation or even a PvE situation, um, you can set the time of day, or one of the players has the option, or the computer rather, depending on if you're doing PvP or PvE, can set the time of day. If they set it at nighttime, even if you're the stronger, more capable ant colony, if you don't have night vision, they're gonna critical hit you all day until Sunday, and you're gonna miss because you're gonna have the nighttime modifier working against you, basically meaning that you have a higher chance to miss because you can't see in the night in the dark. And if he has night vision, or she or whoever, your opponent has night vision, they can hit you, but you can't hit them. So you want to have night vision if you're going to fight in the dark. Another useful skill is flying. Similar concept. Flying is, what if you're fighting a PvE, like a flying ant or a moth or a bee, a wasp or something. That enemy is flying and they can attack you from the sky. If you don't have flying yourself, then you're going to be at a defensive modifier where you're going to take extra damage because you are going to have a hard time fighting back. So you want to enable flying as well so you can attack them. So these are things that you're going to need. These are skills that you're going to want to get. Um, well, quickly, in case you're wondering about fishing. All right, my headset cut out. Fishing allows you to fish in game. We will have a fishing system in game to where you can fish. So this is how you can fish. Treasure hunting is just on the maps. You'll be able to go to the hidden treasures. So they'll actually appear, and you can travel there, and you can get some treasure. And you also have a random chance during the day. You have a higher chance to find gems with treasure hunting enabled. Keep that in mind. And cooking is for the, you guessed it, crafting system. This enables you to cook. Alchemy, same thing. You can make potions. Language allows you to communicate with other species. This is something that's really important later on in the game. We might include a diplomacy system. So this might be helpful if you want to set up trade routes or something like that. Again, not really sure if we're going to implement this yet or not, but it's in here currently, so just something to keep in mind. It may or may not be there. Last but not least, we're coming to the items. Now, not all these items are going to actually be in the store. Some of these are just placeholders. They're just here temporarily. So I can tell you that tin, copper, bronze, and iron ore most definitely will be available in game. Silver, gold, steel, aluminum, probably not. And I'm just being honest. Probably not going to be an option. These are probably going to be something that you have to find by just simply playing the game or gamble for with other players or something. But nevertheless, they will be here. They will be available for the crafting system, and you'll be able to craft yourself items like the different kinds of armor. Pending that you have the recipe, you can craft yourself some chainmail armor or some steel plate armor or even Kevlar armor. You can craft yourself some shields, whatever. In case you're wondering, these are single-use items. You use these in battle to increase your defense. And I'm undecided whether or not I will allow attack up and defensive up to stack or not. I probably honestly won't allow it to stack because I feel like you could sit there and just really stack it up so high to where the other person could never ever touch you and it would just be a kind of an unfair battle. So I will probably just cap it, to be honest, from a designer's perspective. Sorry if that pisses you off, but just trying to keep things fair. So that's just a quick smidgen though on the items. Here's the lollipops. Food obviously is, if you're running low on food, you can use food to boost your ant colony. I These are going to be a little bit different for food. Um, Food, you we will just consume immediately and it'll just go directly into your ant colony. Items like this, though, like the military items and the shields, these are going to be stored in your inventory and you can use them in battle. So it's going to be a little bit different depending on the item. Will be different, determine how it's going to get used. Some of it will be consumed immediately, and some of it will just be stored in an inventory and you can use it in battle. All right, folks, so that is the new Ant Farms Gold Edition that is currently in progress. This is the Ant Shop. Again, it is subject to change, but I just wanted to give everybody a quick sneak peek. Please like, subscribe, and share, and always post your thoughts, good or bad. If it sucks to root, let me know. If it's freaking awesome, cool, let us know as well, like we liked about it as well. Thank you.